we're here. Howdy. Well,
Oh, hi.
Howdy ho.
Hey there.
Yes.
Howdy.
Welcome. Start recording. That would be important. Maybe. I mean, we got the VODs. But anyway, welcome back to East Texas University, where our various students have just donned their costumes, of which I need a reminder of who's wearing what. It's been a couple weeks, so now that's understandable if you change your costume.
I got me a duster. I got a regular old shirt on, wearing jeans and boots.
I thought
you were Oogie Boogie.
Thought you were Oogie Boogie. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're in the Halloween. Yeah, I'm Oogie
Halloween,
Boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not let that go.
Yeah, it was too good.
I completely forgot about that.
You're joking.
You're joking. You're joking.
We got Oogie Boogie, Freud, Medusa, and some Spirit Halloween bullshit.
Some Spirit Halloween bullshit. I mean, yes, Jackson, I believe he had it was either the Jason or Michael Myers, like, just very cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did think sometime today, it's like, if I don't remember what he had, he could be doing gender-swapped Velma or something like that. That could be interesting. But
Ooh, that's good.
it would have been a good one. But oh well. For next time. Next year.
Next semester.
Yep, next semester indeed.
Halloween in July.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You're joking me. You've got to be.
Well, we're not joking you.
This can't be the right guy.
Oh, yes, it can. Because now that you've all acquired the various ingredients for this specific type of seance, a tooth of a kitten, some holy water, just a little bit.
A little
gallon?
bit? A gallon.
Did you bring the entire gallon?
No one said to bring anything less.
Fantastic. And the dirt from a freshly dug grave.
Yep.
Of which there were only minor complications. Some of the social variety, mostly of the social variety.
Nothing went wrong.
Nothing went wrong. Indeed.
I mean, Marshal's out a couple bucks.
I'm out $5.
$5.25.
I never paid you. I just said
I
why
paid you
and then
double.
ignored.
So
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Ah.
Still.
the spirit.
The spirit lives on.
Reverse.
Merry Christmas ahead of time.
It's still Halloween.
It's only 5.5 weeks till Christmas.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, we have to realize that at work because we're already being like, oh, we're getting the reeds and trees in soon. It's like,
Oh no.
My work is already playing Christmas music.
I was
Oh,
able
God,
to,
I'm so sorry.
I was able
I've
to,
never been happier to be in a silent office.
Oh, lucky. I had to stave off the Christmas music for today. It's either going to be playing tomorrow or the next day. I was wishing it was next Monday because usually the week of is the normal. Sometimes it's early.
We're just making a bunch of glass for people's boats that broke during hurricanes again.
You always got business.
Yup.
Stable source of income.
Yep.
All right. But still, so all y'all found yourselves back to the roost. The roost now seems to be under some sort of construction. All the lights are off inside, and then you have the various doors that you enter through in front of you. But it's quiet right now. Very darn quiet, besides the wind blowing between the four of y'all's ears.
There's no security guard?
Uh,
I know we had counted when their rounds are. You said they wander, but like,
yes.
have
Right.
they passed at the normal intervals?
Yeah, normal intervals. A pair of them had basically met up at the front, and they seemed to have split off. One is wandering about outside, so you got a short window, and then the other one went inside.
Did they seem shady like the previous ones?
Nah, these seem closer to not quite Paul Blart level of mall cops, but these. I mean, no knocking campus security, but these are guys that wouldn't last in a chase.
Our campus security was a guy that looked extremely like your basic Santa Claus, and he gave out an excess of parking tickets.
Oh. Oh, here you go. Well. So yeah, these are two a little rotund, but generally in okay shape. Average, almost average across the board dudes who are just working security late shift.
Solid D4s.
Solid D4s or D6s. The average well, the average adventure has D6 across the board. Well, D6
Solid
in the
D4s.
attributes. D4s are below average, at least for attributes. For skills, then yeah, D4 is average. So hard to say what they may or may not have. But yeah, you find yourselves in front of the building. What do you wish to do?
Was I allowed to take the gun, or we didn't address this last time?
You know, that was a good idea. Let's reverse this. And how would you either argue or persuade that to be allowed?
Well, who are
Well,
we asking permission for if we're sneaking somewhere?
We asked.
Well, also, it would just be in like the sports room probably, and I could just bag.
Yeah, sports safe.
It's literally just a pistol.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
teeny tiny.
Yeah.
If I remember
It's a
right, yeah.
22 pistol.
Hey, deuces. If I remember right, we were doing that, and we were kind of using your status as a school athlete to get into these locker rooms, even though they're not yours.
We were
Yeah.
considering it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
But
it
then
was
we just kinda
definitely
stuck
a
in.
great plan.
we did get swept up in the competition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was
you mean the
fucking
winning?
Yeah, the winning. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
First, but second overall for school.
Ah, yes.
For your first meet. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty darn good.
they all skier.
A little bit.
As they should be.
Don't underestimate me. I dare you.
Well, they won't for now. You got a target on your back, but not in the literal sense because
I was
that
about
would
to
be
say that's
highly
a terrible
illegal.
thing to have.
You have a metaphorical target on your back that people
Well,
will
then
be
their name would
gunning
be
for
Will.
you in a non-lethal way. This is 2007, the mythical year where we weren't as concerned about everything going on. So these jokes are like,
Or as aware.
or as aware. Indeed, true.
Yeah.
The internet's only just starting to hit its, I don't know, young adult years, you could call it, before it messes everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that it's definitely in its like mid-teens because it's
Yeah.
not quite old enough to mess everything up.
And it's not quite old enough to understand the consequences of its actions.
True. I think what Facebook
Dial-up
was.
wasn't the main thing still.
No,
Right.
no, that was. We were past dial-up by then.
I don't remember like when it ended 'cause my school still had dial-up, and like
Yeah, my mom was real old-fashioned and like refuses to upgrade anything until we make at least 3 salespeople explain to her that it's cheaper. So we had it for a while.
I think we were early 2000 we switched over, but that's because my parents are usually good about cutting edge. Well, maybe not bleeding edge, but they do enjoy
bleeding edge.
the cutting
Same.
edge stuff. Mhm.
Same, yeah. My dad's pretty good about staying on top of technology and things, but also we're all real sensitive to sound, and like half of us are night owls and half of us are early risers, and so that DSL sound was gone the minute it could go.
I just remember the trying to sneak, not even sneak on, just trying to be online, but then it's like, I'm expecting a phone call.
Oh, I forget. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think 2007 you're right, because at least by 2009 we didn't have dial-up because I snuck online when my mom was asleep a lot and it didn't make noise.
Sponsor us MySpace.
Oh
Nope.
God.
Was that dead by
Facebook,
then?
unfortunately.
Yeah, Facebook.
No.
I
Called
missed the
Meta now.
MySpace thing, but yes, sponsor
MySpace is who we want
MySpace.
there.
Oh yeah, true.
They got their shit and got out.
Oh yeah.
Smart.
So you're just asking the guy who got out to give us money for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's got money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're charming.
For the most part, yeah.
We're not charming. Anyway, we're at school.
I have like an 8 in charisma.
Damn.
That's decent.
I've seen what you can do with a 4.
So then,
Are
so
you flirting with them?
Well, being professional.
very professional.
Respectfully.
Respect.
President
Respect.
approves.
All right, we're good then.
A lion comes across the screen.
We are so on the rails.
Oh yes, indeed. Still,
Look, I got up at 2 in the morning.
oof.
I have no excuse.
I was gonna say I was 6 a.m., but still, it's oof. Then roll me a stealth to just make sure, because part of me's like, if this was current year, no, that would have been checked
No.
before and
Yeah,
after the various activities. Well, this is Texas in the year 2007. If it goes missing for a day, it goes missing. They just throw everything in a single locker and just say, "Grab your gun."
As somebody who was in high school in 2007 in South Carolina, yeah,
But still,
it's like not as easy, but still doable.
yeah. So that's why I still need a basic stealth success. Otherwise, it's going to be very obvious that you just reach in, grab, and pull.
Oh, I guess it's very obvious.
Oh no.
What'd you
I
get?
rolled a 2.
Do you wish to Benny? Do you have Benny still?
I
Do
have
Bennies-
one Benny.
Ooh, do you want to keep said Benny, or do you wish to deal with
I'll
talking?
keep
with
it. If I,
Okay.
I'll keep it. If I can't take it, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's very much the coach ends up coming up to you, or the coach sees you, that or Tattletale sees you and tells the coach. Coach goes up and just, "What you doing? What you doing with that, Marshal? It's not squirrel season yet."
Ah, shit, you're right. My bad. I thought it was a little bit later than it was.
Nah, that ended about. It's Halloween right now. I was gonna say
I
vermin
don't know
season.
when squirrel season is.
I don't think there is. I think that's a general vermin thing. I only have a
Okay.
vague knowledge of hunting seasons because I have to curate my work around it. We have to gather fat when the deer seasons start. But just gonna need you to put that back for now.
No, absolutely.
Oh yeah, no. Besides, once the deer season comes around, if you need to borrow my shotgun, I mean, if you want to come along during one of our trips and spot the deer or something, help us with the gun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you happen to have like a revolver, I can show you how it's done.
I mean, that's
You can
Not-
you can do that.
you
That's
can,
a thing.
yeah. It's like, oh, well, all right, as long as you can't be.
Sure, Professor.
Can't be. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I just assume you're always using the 22. But if you're ever going out with it, if you got a proper revolver, or if you need to borrow one, yeah, you can come along, as long as you got the tags and all that jazz.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah. All right, cool. I think that season ends up end of November, so we'll go on then. Hopefully your finals don't interfere. I don't know.
It'll be right as rain.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm going off New York dates. I don't know what Texas's seasons are.
I
because-
imagine
If it's
it's
anything
pretty
like South
similar.
Carolina, it's from October 1st to I think March 3rd.
So it is
Really?
squirrel season.
Yeah.
Well, that's deer.
Well, you can
season.
hunt squirrels. You can hunt squirrels year round, but there are fox squirrels, which are bigger and kind of nastier pests.
Oh, do they make better pies?
Probably.
Interesting. I've never heard of the fox squirrel. It honestly sounds like It sounds like Avatar's little
Pretty much.
It does.
animal.
It just says bear.
It just.
It's the best joke in the whole show.
Oh, yeah.
In the entire show, I cackle every time.
It's a bear.
Armadillo bear. Just says bear.
Just says
I
bear.
mean, a platypus bear. Just says bear.
According to Google, the 22-23 season is in Texas for squirrels is October 1st to February 26th, and then again in the month of May.
It's
Well,
right now.
Outdoor hunting
right
starts
now.
today.
Happy squirrel season.
Happy squirrel season. I guess with that kind of newfound knowledge brought to you by another player, you can roll his persuasion to try and remind him.
Sponsor us squirrels.
You're the
Persuasion.
one's getting hunted.
I might as well attempt it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because trying to show up someone who's-
Loading.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay. 13.
all right. Yeah, so how you gonna correct the man who's supposed to be in charge of you?
Oh no, I don't.
With
you know
a
what, sir?
gun.
If I recall correctly, around these here parts, it's actually October through what'd you say, February?
October through February and again in May.
October through February.
Oh, shit! I think I was messing up. I think I got
Had my
messed
New
up.
York dates.
Yeah. No, I lived in.
Nah, it's all good. I know you ain't originally from around here. Probably just
Yeah, I'm from Missouri, but I tried to get away from Missouri, and I did. I was
as you should.
Mm-hmm.
No offense
Indeed.
to anyone in Missouri.
Nah, they get it.
I had a college
I
professor
get it.
from Missouri, and he made that joke all the time. He's like, "Oh man, I got
Missouri.
out of Missouri as soon as I could."
Oh,
Favorite
Misery
phrase?
loves company.
Oh god, yeah, and his favorite phrase: "Smell what I'm stepping in."
Oh, that's so good.
Used it all the time after explaining environmental science. Y'all smell what I'm stepping in? Good. All right, moving on. Fun guy.
Very
Really
good.
fun guy. All right. So you do have the pistol. As we now jump back to the future. Future. Still not a good thing to be caught with, but it's something you have.
Well,
Keep that in mind. But all right.
Okay.
Outside the building, the wind blows by. It's dark out. You can see a few stars in the skies, but all the various lanterns around campus kind of dimming those a bit. Well, you can see like the North Star and like the moon and a couple other maybe faint stars, or those might be planes. Oh, those are red and green. They're planes. Quite a few planes actually.
That's a lot of planes.
That's a lot of planes. That's like 4.
Everybody's looking up. Harrison's like studying the scene. Like,
Wow, there's so many planes.
I only see one at a time.
so you said that there's 2 guards and they're kind of going like very Metal Gear Solid, like following their.
Their rounds.
Yeah, they're also
There's
like
one inside, one outside.
yeah, one inside, one outside. You can kind of tell they're going through the motions, but it's Halloween. They're a little more alert than normal, if only because Halloween on a college campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's construction going on. Is there like a crane, a mound of dirt?
Nothing external at the moment.
Nothing external.
But you
Are there
notice all
students around?
you're late enough at night that most students are probably at house parties or bars or going to and from. So not many are trying to wander around the roost itself. It's kind of
the hope was some drunk kid who had too many Jello shots early on is like stumbling by us trying to get home or something. I didn't know if we'd get that lucky.
You could spend one of your bennies and make it so.
Contemplation, it's palpable.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
A little bit of narrative device, something lifted from another system. But yeah, I'm very open to, we need a slight convenience. I need a Benny then.
Huh. I'm torn.
Yeah,
Who knows if I can convince this drunk person to do something.
but you can make him appear.
Jacob, you're muted.
I was talking to myself. One way to find out.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
All right. You spend one of your bennies, and just so happens that someone dressed up as Velma, but it's definitely a guy, is wandering through campus, and he is piss drunk. Drunker than a skunk? I don't know. Something like that.
You got it. Drunk as a skunk.
Drunk skunk. He is stumbling over and Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? His best ballad.
Without breaking like concentration. I'm just like, the original 60s version. Good choice.
Yeah.
Y'all, we gotta convince this drunk person to do something stupid to distract the guards. It won't be that hard. Drunk boys do a lot of shit, like, for no reason.
I know.
Just suggest.
I could see that
I
working
believe you.
for a little bit.
That's all we need, right? Gotta go in?
I can handle that if you guys want to sneak in on the other side.
You're a shit.
You need help?
I think I got it.
That's some confidence I haven't seen you before.
This is and I'll glance over to see the guy like I don't know. I guess he's like trying to do the line walk on the edge of the sidewalk or something.
He's not the very complicated. They got
That's a fact. It's my unfortunate area of expertise.
All right.
Sounds good.
Trust you.
Y'all need backup. Just give us a holler.
Yeah, give us a text if things go pear-shaped, okay?
Looking at the phone that I'm BlackBerry I got a week ago.
Or call.
I put my number on speed dial.
It's the only thing I know how to do with it. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. And I sort of like tuck all the Medusa snake hairs back behind a little bit. So, basically what I'm going to try and do is use him as a distraction while they go take the long way all the way around. So as soon as they're distracted, they can just right in.
We'll hide somewhere out of sight, and then once we know the guard is over there with y'all, we'll jump in there.
All right, so I guess I'll get up about as close as I can get without or before the person actually notices me. And
Yeah, that's pretty darn close. He's
I
very
figure.
he's very caught up in his own song, and he messed up. He's like, snack? Is it a fact or is that a snack?
this guy's very drunk singing a song that's 40 years old, and he's really focused on the lyrics. Is this me?
Yes.
Are you currently drunk?
Not yet. I mean, night is young, but
Shit.
I wasn't in 2007 either. It was so yeah, I guess I'll get up to it and just like before, just kind of do a little. Am I out of sight? Like, are they gone enough to where they can't see me?
By the time you
I
work
am
up the
trying
courage,
to watch what you're doing.
you
But they-
I'm trying to hide and pay attention.
But you can't hear me or like anything.
unless you're loud.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's
Harrison, loud. Jacob, loud.
Jacob Loud. Yes.
Harrison
True
Loud.
true perfection somewhere in the middle. It's so I'll take oh gosh, I have so many things. Sorry. I'll just take like $80 out
All right.
Jesus.
and just walk out and be like, Harrison has no idea how money works. Is like,
That seems to be a common theme with your characters.
what are you talking about? I don't need it. It's
Does Jacob know
Also,
how
I-
money works?
also I don't have pockets.
Yes.
Like, has anybody? Again, I don't wear pants.
You have
it's
arm pockets.
Pants are for bitches.
those are for rocks and they're very important. It's yeah,
Back to
What is
Harrison.
money but metal rocks?
it's just walk up and be like, oh, can I possibly? I have an idea. If you I just need somebody strong to do it for me.
Like Fred? Fred's strong, but I'm Velma. You got a
I see
clue?
it. Only if you say the right word.
Jankies.
Close enough. Okay, well, I have. How would you like to be Fred?
I need an ascot.
Lucky you. And so I will pull out, I have a home crafted sling that's just patch like a tiny quilt almost. And I will pour the nails, screws, and dice that are in it out, kind of put them in their little containers in the belt that I have under the jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just craft up a ascot out of it.
All right. That sounds simple enough, yeah. He will
Yeah.
smile and hand you the fake glasses.
Thank you. I didn't ask for these, but
Because you're the Velma now.
oh yeah, I get that a lot. Yes. So my friends and I, we really need to get into the old gym locker room, because when they're done constructing it, we're gonna have a I'm like desperately avoiding eye contact.
It's hard to avoid. His eyes are everywhere.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try and force like the whole like
The one
it's like
time
watching
you're staring like dead in the eyes is the time they're like, "Woo."
it's like the scary movie thing when like you're waiting for something to jump out, so you're watching like this.
Mm-hmm.
But because what we want to do is when the football players come back, nobody ever pranks the football players, am I right? Are you a football player? I don't mean to offend you.
Oh, that's all right. No, I wish I was cut from football, but I run track.
You
It's got a sprint and the throws. And
is
the
this
hurdles.
me, Sean? I was not
doing
cut from
this on
football, but
purpose.
it was
They tried to
Oh.
recruit me to football, and I was like, haha, no.
no.
They tried to recruit me to wrestling in middle school just because I think I would have been auto win in the super lightweight bracket.
They tried to recruit me to wrestling. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
If
Everybody
no
in my weight range is
if no
6
one's
inches
under
shorter than me.
Oh yeah, true. But yeah, if no one's under like 80 pounds or whatever, you get an auto win. Helps the school.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
But so after like running all of that together, I have to stop and like, okay, well, how would you like to get back at the football? Get back at the football team?
I can do that.
We can do that. To anybody else, this is terrible lying, but this dude is drunk as a skunk apparently. So.
Not even needing persuasions because of this. It's
Oh, thank God.
well, oh, you're right. So how are we gonna put? He grabs Lascott a little. How are we gonna trap him
So,
and solve the mystery and split up?
look, you already sound like Fred.
Yeah.
So, I happen to be really good with crafts, and I'm gonna pull out one of my cans of mace and one of my and my hot glue gun, and be like, so I can trigger this to where when they open the locker,
It spray paints him.
absolutely,
That's what this is.
that's absolutely what this is.
Solved another mystery.
You're on a roll. If and I'm definitely playing up like the doe eyes, like you can again because all the hair is braided, you can actually see how big her eyes are, and just doing the thing that Harrison would never get caught dead doing, just like playing up the really big.
You could see if this were a sober man, he would be staring into those eyes. But it's got the drunken. He looks, and then it won't.
And it keeps going.
Waits back.
But but I'm not, I'm not very strong. I would just need somebody. Do you still think you know how to tackle?
I hurdle, but if I can hurdle, I can tackle, right?
Well, did you play defense? Did you used to tackle?
I tried.
You look like it. You're such a big guy.
Well, thank you. I was going for special teams. I wanted to be the kicker, though.
Even better.
Yeah. Yes.
Would you want to?
Special teams wins games.
It does, and this is what we need. We need somebody to do the dirty work.
I think special teams usually kind of got clean plays, but that's fine too. Yeah, I can. Well, what's up? Yeah.
I just need you to, whether you can tackle, you can kick, you can just run down there. You can streak. I trust your creativity.
But
I
then
just
wouldn't
need you
be
to.
Fred.
That's true. That's true. I leave the decision to you. How could be the best way to get those guards away from the door?
They're guards?
It's a very general term.
I mean,
We just don't want to get caught because then the football players get away with everything still.
they always do. They get all the funding because they bring in money to the damn school.
So why not?
Let's do this. Yeah.
Okay. I have a do you want anything? I have so many things.
No, I got this. I can do this. I've got this.
Okay. And then like putting on her my best impression of my father.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, go get him, Fred. Like the most.
He enjoys it. He runs after. He's gonna go get a guy. He's going full tilt. Oh shit! He just hit a brick or something. Oh, oh no! Oh, he just did a 360 in midair. Oh, his face is what hit first, and it just kind of skids. Oh, it stops at the guard's feet, and he's just like, oh, jeez, oh no, oh no, oh okay, he's freaking out just a little bit at the medical emergency before him.
And then yeah, I'll just kind of glance over at the other three and just be like,
Um.
I think that's our cue.
Yep.
The guy's trying to do what looks like basic first aid of flipping him over. Fred is he's
Out.
he's out. He's out, and there's blood because it's a face. He's probably it's got a face wound of
Scraped his
some
face on
sort.
concrete.
yeah,
He'll be fine.
he's probably fine. Maybe I mean you could roll medical at a glance or healing. It's either healing or medical at a glance. Yeah, no, I don't know. But,
too far away.
He's yeah. The other guy is having his own mini panic attack though because he signed up to arrest students, not heal them.
This is funnier.
He's panicking because he's actually expected to be useful. It's,
Yeah. No, he's going through I think there's stages of
Panic,
stages of panic, but also there's supposed to be someone when a disaster, quote unquote, happens.
Oh, yeah.
It's either you are a doer or a lockup, whatever.
Yeah.
There's not
fight or
Fight or
flight.
flight.
yeah. Except his brain's flight response just locked up, and his fight response is not applicable. So he's just kind of frozen. But yeah, so he's panicking.
Do they have? Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was say just enough that you still got to roll stealth, but it'll be at a +2 because, well, +4 total, +2 for the dim light, and +2 for what's going on right now. So.
Also, is there something I could roll to see what of, if any, that conversation I heard?
Notice at a -2.
Okay.
To the sober person, it was real like somebody's very first try at acting, and so they're leaning on all the tropes that they see their entire lives, and it's over the top and just real bad.
Got a 3.
Well, with the 3, you would hear you heard half of it, the louder half, the drunken half. You heard something about Velma and Fred, track, funding. Let's do this. Yeah. It's about what you got.
I would say you would see Harrison, I look like ghastly pale. Like I just held my breath for like 2 minutes too long, sort of a thing. And just sort of.
Excellent.
So +4, you said?
Yes, +4 stealth rolls, everyone.
Okay. Okay, even me for like sneaking in after them because I know I'm like further
You're
behind.
A little further back,
know.
but it's still you got a major distraction, just of a different flavor. But yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta Benny that.
It's a +4.
It is a +4.
So I got a 6.
I also got a 6. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween with the 666s. He seems too panicked to notice. So, and only because of the panic. Like, you swear as you walk by he might have glanced in one of your directions, but he doesn't give the confirmation of, like, of the squint of trying to focus or anything. It's the look, but then immediate, trying to feel for pulse.
Like there's something out the corner of my eye. Oh, it was nothing. I gotta save this child.
Yeah, he's like, breathing. Oh, okay. He's breathing.
I take the gun and shoot him. No.
All right.
Well,
No.
if you want...
All right.
No.
Yeah, just like we planned.
Oh, yeah. And luckily for you, the front doors are unlocked.
I thought you said they were open.
I'm open, unlocked, same thing.
Oh, that would have really sucked.
Maybe I did say opened a jar. Here, we'll go buy a jar. Because, yeah, they were definitely unlocked.
They're affordable.
And I might have said open at some point in time. So they were at some version
We're
of open.
inside.
A percentage of open.
We
But yes,
made it.
You made it inside. But
I didn't even have to pay him.
No, not at...
Keep my $80.
Yeah, not at all.
Nice.
But reaching inside the roost, there are 0 lights on. It's pitch black. You know that yourselves are in one of the hallways that are going to lead towards the gymnasium itself. You have vague memories of the basement where you all met up, the engineering room and all that. You have ideas of where those are. But it's pitch dark it's pitch dark in here.
And the other guard is nowhere to be seen, right?
You don't see any flashlight. Yeah. You see no waving around or anything like that. Yeah.
Can I, like, pick up a rock on my way in to, like, toss across the room to see if anybody reacts to a sound?
Oh, yeah.
I do that.
All right. You toss, you tap, 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 tap. Nothing.
Okay.
As much as I wanted to do, oh, what's that? Must have been the wind.
Oro?
Ora!
No.
Wah!
No. None of that. None of that occurs.
Alright. So, phone screen light then. Not the flashlight, just the screen of the phone, just barely enough to see.
Okay. So, yeah, you're going from a, if you were to try to do a notice roll in the darkness, it'd be a -3 instead of a -4.
Yeah.
But yeah, you.
It's just for walking purposes mostly. I don't want to shine a flashlight and suddenly down the hallway someone sees it.
You got it. Yep. Jackson was about to turn on the screen, the phone flashlight, but then he looks. Oh yeah. Flips it over. With your powers combined, you can see vaguely the area in front of you at a -2,
Okay.
but only the area immediately in front of you,
Yeah.
but enough to navigate. All right. So where are we having this?
Shit's your idea, man.
Who's the? Well, it's my idea, but I'm not the one who does the ritual. I found it online, but like I haven't done one.
Sort of looking at the other two.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. Checking my notes for something.
It's a real long, awkward silence.
Oh yeah, he's starting to kind of.
Wait, this is not in character?
We maybe didn't think this part enough through.
Well,
I need a reminder because I think I Oh. Well, let's, head towards room 12 and see what happens.
that is where you had that thing earlier. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll head towards 12. And y'all can easily start to kind of fumble about within the deep dark hallways, but the basement itself is around there. Though, Keri, you yourself are still getting little hot flashes, you could say. But these seem more intermittent, and not so much the vapors, but indeed like a fraction of a second bursts of heat.
On my arm?
What?
On my arm?
Not in your arm. It seems to be almost whole body. But again, there's no scarring. But it's definitely like it's just a wave of hot air washing over you. But they never last longer than a second. And the intervals are rather random. But also, since you have your phone screens out, you can notice as you descend the stairs to the basement, that's when the signal cuts out. So just to keep that in mind. And then, in the hallway leading up to it, that's when occasionally you hear something that almost echoing. Very strange vocalizations.
Does that track with anything that I've researched?
Roll occult.
I don't know.
Occult.
Or the or knowledge that may be appropriate to occult-like things.
No,
I have
occult's good.
I have temporary occult knowledge.
Yeah. If you want to either assist or roll your own, go ahead.
I got a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 6.
With your basic knowledges combined. You know that usually any vocalizations are brought about via spirit box or something of the like. It's peculiar that anything like that might be heard without something. So it means whatever's here is stronger than normal. Though that may also be because this is on All Hallows Eve.
Does that sound coincide with my hot flashes?
No, it seemed to be more coinciding with going down in the basement. As if it were trying to...
So the timing there?
Yeah, it's more like whispers coming from the stairs themselves.
Marshall, how do you react to this? Like, are you?
It's just gonna be like the one raised eyebrow, and then like kind of looking at you two, like, or I guess you three,
Jackson's there too, yeah.
and saying my area of expertise. Frankly, I'm kind of sick of it.
The normal skepticism, but I might get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we're all just kind of standing there waiting, I'll resignedly sort of start creeping towards the stairs a little bit, but really I have snuck through many a pitch black trailer. So just keeping my ears out for anything.
Well, as you're going, you're heading back towards the stairs you just came down?
No, just where we heard the sound coming from.
Yeah, the sound was coming from behind you.
Oh, then
It was
yes.
towards
As
the
you descended the stairs.
after we came down. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I guess I'll keep going down the stairs. If it gets louder, I'd probably go back up and investigate.
It seems to almost get quieter as you go down.
So it's coming from the middle of the stairs?
As in, like, are you gonna kind of go up and down the stairs to suss it out?
Yeah, I'll start looking for like a speaker or something.
Okay. Well,
I think I'll actually just head to the bottom of the stairs and like full on do the flashlight since we're in the underneath hallway.
You know,
Should I roll notice or?
attempt roll notice. It'll be at a -3 because you're just using the phone screen. Marshall, you're doing your flashlight down there, and you notice there's a lot more exposed wiring. Panels are open, some of the ceiling things are down, so it seems like any renovations, like something you wouldn't have taken notice to with the dim flashlights, but now that you're using a full flashlight, you can see that. Yeah, there's definitely maintenance work going on, possibly pipe replacements or wire replacements, because everything here is probably not up to code at all since the 60s.
I got a 6 on notice.
With the -3.
Sorry, Kurt.
No, sorry. Must have just been some weird footstep echoes or some shit.
Yeah, I followed Marshall down like about a pace or two behind.
Some kids must have left a speaker here or something.
But with a 6, you know with confidence there is no speaker, but you can almost make out the words. You know it's a broken up 2 words. It's one of those things
Caramel
where
dancing.
Yes, indeed. But it's one of those things where you can make out like the start and the end. So there's a g, there's a d at the end of one word, and then the last word is very clearly it.
Is what
It's,
you're
yeah,
whispering
I
and it's
literally
not.
Oh, sorry.
cannot understand.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I gotta get close to it starts with a g.
Ends with a D.
Duh. It.
God damn.
God damn it.
It is a rather
Good shit.
good note. Again, good notice. So you know it's a shorter GD word. So it is not. God damn it.
One syllable?
One
In
syllable.
the South, it's a short word.
It ain't good. Damn it.
God, man.
Yeah, damn. It is not.
God
extended
dang gummit.
warranty. It can either really long or really short.
Well,
Just
it's
gummit.
not you all gonna burn, which is what I was told before.
I'll Marshall, did you stop at the bottom to inspect those wires, or are you still going?
I'm still going.
Yeah, okay, I'll keep pace with you then.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm that one guy that like totally dies first in every horror movie just because he doesn't give a shit.
Fantastic.
I've got like one hand behind my back under the jacket, like with a grip on the yardstick.
And Jackson's smack dab in the middle, just like,
Yo, Jackson!
what?
What's a one syllable word that starts with G and ends with D?
God?
Different.
Great? No. Grad?
Good.
Good? I was
Really
never...
weird.
Why are you doing Scrabble or a crossword puzzle?
16 across, 3 letters.
For science.
Really weird question, I guess,
Mhm.
on Anne's behalf. Is the voice have an accent?
It's faint.
Hmm.
It's kind of hard
Okay.
to accent a broken
Whisper.
whisper.
Right.
Yeah,
I
but
get my thought was
it's
just
faint.
like if it was
Okay.
I'm going to get it. You in the South would be gonna get it.
Mm,
Mm.
possibly.
As a,
But I got that thing where it's something. There's a word. It starts like that. It's what dogs do it. Guards are doing it.
Guard.
Guard. Yeah, that's another one. Uh,
Brand.
grand. Yeah, I thought of that myself. Yeah. Yeah, he's stumped.
I'd say kind of the same thing. If anything would match with something I've researched or click, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Might be one
Gilded.
of those words.
Gored it.
Gourd.
Glorified.
That's many a
Gourd?
syllable.
Pumpkin.
Gained it.
Gained it. Get them
I-
gains.
Can we just guess words for the next 2 hours?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like
definitely.
really here for that.
That's
Oh.
what my brain's gonna be doing until we fucking find out. So
I mean,
we
so-
don't have a choice.
So how you gonna find out?
Suffering.
Good.
Marshal's
Um,
just gonna start like silently singing the Oogie Boogie song.
Little sway to the walk.
Harrison just does a little.
He's ancient. He's ugly.
This can't be the guy.
So-
I guess I'll sort of break off from Marshall a little bit. I know it's really dark, so it's not like it's enough to where you can kind of like feel the other person there,
Mhm.
but just off a little bit in the opposite direction as him. Just to split up, gang, to just sort of like check out, see if there's anything else different, or if a voice echoes or a sound, or
You're getting a lot of silence down there.
well, shit.
The sound of silence.
Hello, darkness.
Simon and Garfunkel.
I was gonna say record on repeat down there. No,
We need to leave.
I should go.
you're being haunted by Garfunkel.
It's always Garfunkel.
So like, I know it's not a crossword. So is that it's? You think it was saying one of those things?
I don't know. Listen to the stairs.
I've been trying. I got a little issue with the one here, but I mean,
Second word, it.
oh, it's so vague.
Rat.
What's it? Is it? It? Is it?
This
It?
shit.
Well,
No, not is. He couldn't get very far in life. Not saying is.
Ryan it.
not at all. So
I mean, guard it could mean something, right?
it
Guard it or
could
get it.
guard it or get it, but get's not a D. It's a T unless you're kind of drawling.
Y'all we're Southern.
So,
Guard it.
Well, Ghost, if y'all need something or whatever, if you're real or some shit, you gotta be louder, and I'll walk towards 12.
all
Even
right.
even though it's half-assed, Harrison, I perk up at the fact that Keri is even like attempting to actually acknowledge that there's a ghost here. Just sort
Oh
of like,
no.
Jackson's still going. Okay, well, I mean, usually when you phrase the questions like you want to do more of a yes or a no or something like that, you can try
No,
and
I
taunt it
want the
out.
word.
I mean, true. We could. The journal entry is another slightly valid tactic, but that's if it's a more powerful poltergeist.
The what?
You leave a journal out, see if it writes in it.
I mean, and just again,
These
having
motherfuckers
spent
can't even pronounce a word.
having spent several weeks with Keri at this point, just be like, you have to talk. Think Ouija board and Chamber of Secrets.
Right.
Fuck those. Sorry, allergies.
Yeah, I'm also allergic to turfs.
But still. So, I mean, is that how we're doing the? I mean, the Ouija board. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing with the ritual. I think just gotta find time and a space to do it. A relevant one.
Well,
Maybe.
I think it depends on what ghost you think you're trying to get to, because that one's different from the other one, probably.
Maybe? I don't
I
know.
don't know. Ain't shit about fire on the stairs, right?
Fire was when that was the IR spike that you had in the 12, didn't it? Clanahan was going on about that for weeks.
Yeah, he was.
Is there room to do the seance on the stairs?
No.
Mm.
You definitely
No.
whatever ritual thing you have, the chalk circles, whatever flavoring is involved needs a flat surface.
Could we do it like I'm not visualizing how the stairs are
Yeah, straight down.
constructed. Could we do it like on the ground next to that spot in the stairs?
You could. It's gonna be a little jank because it's a too wide hallway. What you were probably what the original plan had was a much wider circle for clearer symbols and the like. You could try and shrink it. May or may not make it more difficult.
I mean, there seems to be a lot of nothing down here. If we want to,
Well, we
Just
ain't
use
gone
this.
in the room yet. There's space.
The room could be relevant, as long as they cleaned up the whole fire extinguisher thing.
No, not that one. Not 12.
Different room, yeah, 12. Yeah, that's an option, or the big wide gymnasium, something like that. But that one's a little more open. It's almost too open.
Visible.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and also the other two have already been used. I don't know if that applies here, but
If what?
maybe like because there were runes in the gym and there were runes in the maintenance room, and so if it has something that there's new runes already, maybe like a fresh entry point. I'm totally bullshitting here, but like we're trying.
No, you have a point. There's something with mystic
You said-
energies.
You said the other ones were for fire, though.
It could be a
But
different line.
you said they weren't for summoning.
Well, there probably are two schools of thought on that. Either it's you
Yeah.
want a fresh batch of energy, so you want a fresh, clean room, or you want to go where the veil is the thinnest.
Can I use a cult to try to figure out which one's best?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
definitely. Take a second to kind of leaf through your collection.
It's a 5.
Okay. Basic knowledge has the basic success gives you not the most well thought about or written reported topic because yes, people claim that they've succeeded in this, and the other thing with runes and the like. The fact that someone has tried it and apparently has had some sort of real tangible effect is not. It's surprising. So it would definitely be this would definitely be theoretical. But you think the thinner veil might have a more valid option just because it's honestly what Halloween's about is the thinning of the veil between the living and the dead. So going off the Halloween thing and maybe a couple articles you've seen online of people reporting this success and this success on their summoning a succubus or whatever, that they so that might be better.
All right, I articulate that in very Harrison fashion, where she kind of locks in and like, actually with the thinning of the veil, it might be just sort of, and then realizing how much she has spoken and like, sorry.
No, that it's.
Why?
I mean, it sounds logical.
Marshall?
I'm not with you. I'm still down in the hall, remember?
Marshall's been killed.
We're in the hallway too, just by the stairs.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
close by.
I thought you were still like, sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. You're probably 40 feet away, but everyone can see your flashlight. Yeah. You're down towards the end of the hall, and you can hear vague. You heard a Harrison. So you heard a Harrison
Marshall?
droning.
Oh, and then Marshall? Huh?
I
What?
with
Thinning
you
of the veil.
I don't know what that means.
Tracks.
Just running. I think you're best to run point.
I'm already up here, so might as well.
I'm gonna open the door to 12.
All right. So you open the door to 12, and
Wait, is that closer to where I am, or?
It's in the middle, right?
Oh yeah,
it's,
but
it's
like,
a little past the whatchamacallit, the engineering room.
Uh-huh.
Not quite the end of the hall, but
I-
you know.
I guess I just don't know like where I am in
Uh,
I thought
relative.
you were wondering. I don't know either.
I was thinking you were closer to 12 is not quite the end of the hall. Going beyond there, there's one of those old like trophy cases and the like. But that's just yeah, it's the we've won too much, or it's like the school didn't plan to have so many trophies, so these are the crappy trophies or the bowling ones. They displayed the football ones up there, the good one, the basketball team, the volleyball team even, because they went to nationals once.
You
And
also
soon
made
will be the
college
shooting
rugby
team.
team. We did a bunch of shit with that.
Oh yeah,
Soon will be the shooting team.
Shooting teams
Anyways,
up, yeah, shooting the big old. Well, actually,
Like the rifle.
it'd either be the rifle. Well, again, it's a pistol, so it'd either be the pistol on a trophy, or it'd be the person in the stance.
Ooh, I like that better.
Yeah,
Probably.
just like how bowling trophies are the guy doing the bowl.
yeah. I guess instead I'll start heading towards the door with Keri.
All right, and since Keri was back at the pack earlier, can easily gather everyone up before opening the door to room 12.
I'm absolutely letting them go first.
Yes,
Both of them.
Yep.
and you open up the boiler room that was 12, and
What?
or was it?
Oh,
I
wait,
thought 12
before
was...
we
No, it was-
12 was where we had our meeting.
yeah, I thought your meeting had a boiler in it or something like that, or was that only the electric?
that was the
I
electric.
thought that was the
That's
electric.
electrical.
We
You're
were
the
in
dean.
like an old
There's a boiler in both.
There could be boilers
If
in
there
both.
was a boiler in
Sorry,
12,
Sean.
I think I
Sorry,
would have
Kurt.
exploded.
Nah. Oh yeah, true.
we were in just like a classroom, like an old
Yeah.
classroom.
That's now used for storage. All the upside.
Before we go in, I'm just gonna like oogie boogie tuck the phone there and just like have a hand on the pistol.
Okay.
Or my hand.
The hand of justice.
The hand. Singular.
But all right.
I am the hand of the law.
Indeed. And the hand of the law pushes open the door with his shoulder, and you reveal an empty room, pitch black. There's nothing going on construction-wise in this one. It's very much just still a
boring.
storage classroom. The chairs are still even in a circle like where you met them last.
Would it
B
be a
to the
circle?
O to the ring.
Well, circle of 4, so square, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it was like, oh yeah, it was only 4 of you. It's not a great circle, but still.
So are we adjacent to the maintenance room?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there enough room for us? Does this seem like a seance size?
This could be seance size. You're going to have to do a little bit of effort moving desks and the like. It's definitely an option. A little more secluded.
Pick him up, don't push him.
Well, let's check the other room where
Didn't
we
hurt.
found the janitors first.
Yeah. If they're even doing a little bit of setup, you can easily open that door and see that. No cleanup happened. I don't know how well firefighting foam stays or what happens when it just sits there. I honestly don't know.
It's
I
probably
think
just
you
like
usually-
gross puddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think usually the chemical ones just kind of like dissolve into a puddle and then it's fine.
Yeah, though these weren't meant for chemical fires. They were just meant for the normal foam
No,
fire.
because there's
yeah.
chemical fire extinguishers. There's nitrogen fire extinguishers. Yeah.
Yes, and these aren't the smothering ones. They are they all smother, but these are the yeah. So yeah, smells weird. It's wet, probably a little slick too. None of the fire
Weird siren out there.
Some of the fire extinguishers were taken out of there though. You all should
And put back?
You can assume you wouldn't have noticed because you weren't explicitly looking for it in the dead of dark.
If
We know some of them
walked
were put
past
back-
where
put
one
back.
goes.
Yeah, if you want to pat, there's none in the basement, but if you want to go back up the stairs, you can double check on your way back and I'll tell you. But you can definitely notice
find
that
out
the pile is shorter and the punctured one is still there.
That's funny.
It's just kind of off to the side now, though.
I
Yeah.
will grab one and then move desks in 12.
Okay. So, if we're going to be doing the seance here, then we'll be abstracting the process where what happens is normally if someone has the ritualism skill, you take the power points normally needed for the spell, which for this one is 4, divide it by 2, and then you cast ritual at a -2 as if it were a dramatic task. With this one, no one has ritual because you need to cast a ritual to obtain the ritual skill.
Right.
So the person in charge of the ritual will be rolling smarts at -2 and have the penalty.
That ain't me.
and have the penalty from the PowerPoint cost of the spell. So it's going to be difficult.
Your smarts is an 8?
My smarts is an 8. So.
Okay.
So the bad thing is you're rolling at a
Rituals are
minus
smarts?
6.
Oh, I thought that was the bad thing.
That is the bad thing. The good thing
More
is
bad thing.
Well, the good thing is people can try and assist you, and
Okay.
this is normally a half-hour process, but
We
for
can draw
every
it out.
increment of time you do more, you get a +1 up to a plus. I believe it's either 3 or 4.
Okay.
So you can take a couple hours. So if you take 1
But-
hour, it's a +1.
If we're not quiet, we could get caught, or if we have too much light or something.
Or if you take too long, yeah.
Can
So
I'm just looking at again the litany of things that I have.
Mhm.
Should I? I mean, just assuming like Keri says something like, "Don't make too much noise. Don't put off too much light."
Yeah.
So I have things that could actually lock the door to where nobody could get in, but I don't know how this will go, and it could also lock us in.
Right. If you think it's a good idea, then fuck it.
Marshall, you're the tactical one here.
Well, in terms of ensuring that nothing gets out, and no one gets in, we should probably barricade.
Oof, yeah.
But then we are, making sure that we don't got an exit.
Yeah.
Are there any windows? I know we're in the
No,
basement.
We're in
Are
the
there like any of
basement.
those high up, like small ones or anything?
nah.
Okay.
All right. So
I think it's probably, not the greatest idea, but you are the one all about this occulty biz.
Oh yeah. At least it's gonna be easier, because it's Halloween.
right. Yes, you're right. You're right. That was unfair skepticism. I'm sorry.
No, it's it's okay. You do get a +2 because it's Halloween.
Ooh, -4.
So yeah, it's
Are my
only
hot
1.
flashes still happening?
No.
Okay.
And we still don't know about that, do we? Like, you haven't told any of us about about the hot stuff.
Well,
The hot stuff.
I think I mean, you know about the burn, but I did not mention anything about it telling me things.
Okay. Then I guess I will not secure the door shut. And yeah, I guess I'll get to work.
We'll just lock it and then
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at everything I've got here. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll get to work drawing the seance stuff. I mean, I have chalk, I have measuring tape, I have a level.
Good, good. The floor is very much not level, but only by the slightest bit.
I adjust accordingly.
Good, good. Because it is half a degree tilted downward, you have to shift the points by just by a degree or two to compensate for how but the ley lines might be laid
yeah.
down or something.
We're Rube
like-
Goldberging this shit.
Oh yeah.
Hell
So-
yeah.
So the ritual takes time. You're rolling at a smarts at -4, and this is a dramatic task. So I'm going
Okay.
to draw a card for every round, and you hope it's not clubs. Jackson can try and assist with basically he'll try with his own smarts as well,
Do we trust Jackson?
if you want him to.
I think Harrison trusts Jackson like enough. She thinks probably a little lesser of him, but she does trust him when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't know about the.
I trust him for the assist in the ritual.
he knows more than I do.
All right. So he'll help with the
However, I
chanting.
don't give a shit about it. So,
He'll help with the chanting and the like.
with all due respect.
It's fine. That's okay. There are other ways you can help, I guess. Probably. I don't know. How would you two wish to attempt to assist? Doesn't have to be with smarts at -4. You can try and think of other skills that may be appropriate to assist someone who's trying to focus on various drawings and chantings and candle layings and all this other stuff. Though also, before we do it, are you taking extra time?
I'm making sure it's perfect as can be within reason of time constraint.
Oh, yes. Mechanically, though, are you going to double the time to get a +1, triple the time to get a +2, or quadruple the time to get a +3?
I'll.
So you can make it a 2-hour affair and get a +3.
What time is it?
I was about to ask.
Say it's about what? It's not as super late. It's 9. It was 9ish, 8 or 9.
All right, I will. While we're doubling down on cliches and tropes, I can get this to where we finish right at midnight, or close enough.
You might as well, right?
Just careful, because if you fail before and it's midnight passes, we might lose that window.
So before it was intentional and like sort of a fake, like putting on a fake it till you make it kind of thing in a desperate moment. This is a genuine Harrison looks like her father face of, I won't fail.
He's taken aback for a second, but okay. Unfortunately, +3 is the most I can give you. I'm not gonna. You can't take all day and get a +8 or whatever. But
we'll be back tomorrow. I'll throw somebody else down the hill.
The assisting is you two getting Red Bull. So, effectively, you're taking a few hours. So you're only rolling at a -1 now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still 5 cards, 5 rounds, but it's going to be each round is a good half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I cut the both of you off because you asked what they were doing to assist, and then I went on my own tangent.
No worries.
I've been thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Could I argue survival for accuracy in painting based off of like marking for like hunting and such?
Okay. I'll allow it at a -2 just because it's adjacent.
Yeah, valid. Completely valid.
Cool. But yeah, you can roll that every turn unless something comes up and you want to switch to do something else.
I couldn't think of anything else, so.
Yeah. So, and also, turns out during the dramatic tasks of the gun ceremony, I got it wrong. I got it backwards. It's you roll all the assists, and then with those final bonuses, then the main caster rolls. So that's how we'll do that.
Makes sense.
Yes. And then Keri.
Yeah. I'm just looking at. I'm rereading the description of the psychically sensitive edge.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to roll like spirit or something while Harrison is setting up, and just be like help with small adjustments if something feels off?
Okay. So you're supporting a friend.
I did a bunch of research this semester.
True. The bunch of research makes me think you could still roll occult. But if you want, it's like occult would be you're actually helping out with the physical ritual. I'd say you could do spirit at -2 to be the encouraging support who may be the codependent to Harrison, or vice
vibe
versa.
check.
Harrison, yeah. Well, it's a pseudo vibe check, but yeah, you're basically you're helping out your friend, but by being supportive.
Yeah, spirit at -2 is still a better roll for me.
Cool.
Because my occult is temporary trained D4, whereas spirit is a D8.
All right. So everyone first let me draw the first card to see if we have troubles.
Yeah, I assume Jackson is just
Let me recall.
doing the other half of what I'm doing.
Yeah, Jackson's just he's not doing the bulk of it, but he's doing the supplementary chants, or maybe he's got candles. So
Classic Jackson.
Yes. So he's setting up the candles, shuffle it to be sure. All right, so the first card, the first round, isn't clubs. So you roll without complications.
Yay.
Everyone who is assisting, do your various rolls. Jackson gets
Nope.
you a +1.
I give
Zero.
a +1.
All
Or
right.
technically a 3, so nothing but.
So you're at a +1, net total +1 smarts.
Plus 2, because Jackson got one and Kurt got one.
Yeah,
Right,
but you're
but
at
we
a
have the
minus.
-1.
You're at a -1.
Gotcha.
To start with, because you're doing it on Halloween, and you're taking a crap ton of time to where, yeah. So net total smarts +1.
All right, we're here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait, since I'm trained in survival, do I not do the minus or still do the minus?
You are not
Okay.
trained in survival.
I am trained in survival.
The minus is from other means. The -2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would have been a -4 if you were untrained.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll my smarts and add a 1 to it.
Yep.
Right. Okay. $16.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
It was all the D6 too.
fantastic. So you get 4 successes. Of
All right,
the
we're
5
already
needed.
almost there.
So basically, you
Good
think
shit.
yes. So you get everything down, and you're looking at it, but you think it could be better. So that's the
Oh,
reason why you're continuing.
I feel
So-
called out. This is good. However,
However, so Harrison starts to, during the next half hour or so, erase, rewrite, redraw, level, double check, triple check, chant that again.
you guys both have high notice, right?
Yeah.
No.
You know, you're not.
I have a trained D6. And my spirit's a D8.
Yeah, you would definitely know that Harrison
Oh, no,
seems
I
to
do.
have.
Never mind.
Okay, if you're both trained in it, I would say that like you both noticed that Harrison like has a pencil specifically for chewing when she's really focused on something. Like she's writing with one thing, adjusting with the other, and she's got one in her mouth, just sort of.
Fantastic.
You sure this isn't just Jacob?
No, I just chew on things. I don't have a specific one. It's just whatever's in my hands.
Ah, yes.
Ah,
Right. Drawing the next round. No clubs again. So roll to assist.
Four +1.
Nice. No help from Jackson. He's going the whole time. But you don't have to. But wait, you don't have to rewrite that. I mean, we did it good the first time.
9,
Stonewalling.
so +2.
ooh,
Nice. So a grand total +2 to your smarts.
let's go.
Mm-hmm.
How you did it? I'm gonna take a Benny on that.
You do have 3 more rounds afterwards to get a success.
Yeah, okay,
Also-
that's a 5.
Okay.
That's a 5, which is not bad.
I was also gonna also do keep in
But we're
mind.
fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Also, if you get 2 1s on your die, do tell me because that's the critical fail.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of
unbenny that shit.
yeah. But that's also what we're testing for. We're seeing if you crit fail, which takes away successes, but we're also seeing if clubs happen because then fun stuff happens.
Fun is a very relative
It is. But
term.
you do have 5 successes. So,
Okay.
but you've already committed to doing this for a long period of time, so the inner perfectionism is just it's gnawing at you. Or you think you could do better. One more ring might really secure things. So you're having some people move some more stuff as another round of no complications.
Are you sure we can't just go with it as we got it?
I'm worried about, if we mess this up, I feel like the consequences are worse than, if we just fall short.
She
We
does-
ain't gonna mess it up. Confidence.
I
No,
mean,
we're not.
confidence is good, but yeah, if we mess up, you never know what you're going to bring.
I have not spoken to Jackson in like an hour and a half.
No, and
Like,
he,
not even acknowledged.
and he continues to just try and just worry because he does not assist this time.
Okay. 3 for 3. We're good here.
It's such a war.
Mm-hmm.
Is for what?
War.
War.
Oh.
All right, other assists?
Oh,
Oh shit.
Yes,
This
we're on
is
to
the
round
next
3.
round. I didn't realize we'd
Yep.
started. I got another 4 plus 1.
All right.
7, so +1.
Excellent. Net total
And
plus 1.
Jackson's-
Jackson
Jackson's not.
did not succeed.
Useless.
Yeah. And also, and yeah, same thing. Keep in mind, if you two assisting get double ones, then you take one away. But
Yeah.
what are the chances? Or negative, if you roll negative.
All right, so I got +1.
Yeah, net plus 1.
1 in 48, I believe.
Something like that.
We'll take a Benny here.
Well, a crit,
That's
a fail does not take away successes. A crit fail would. So I
yeah.
just,
I rolled a 1 and a 2, so
I mean,
So
if you
it
want
wouldn't take away our successes. We'd still be at 5.
see, this is where I'm talking about. You're calling me out because I'm like, yeah, but I want more.
if you want more and you
But
got Benny,
Literally,
spend
I
it.
did the same thing
Well,
in the
here's
shooting
the
contest.
thing,
So
though.
like,
At the competition, we got 9. Even though we had 4 higher, it didn't give us an extra thing.
You're right, and
We just need to succeed.
apparently I already spent a Benny, so I will not do that. I'm down
right.
to 2. I already have only 2, so I got a +1, so I got a 3.
Good, good.
So we're just still at 5.
All right. 4th round, still no complications. Damn you.
Ah! Where's the 4th card?
Plus
Did I miss it?
1.
5, so +1.
Jackson's still fumbling. He's not crit failing, but he's just insisting. It's good. It's good enough.
You got it. It's cool.
It's cool.
I mean, I agree, but
Jackson, have you not met her?
She wasn't in the charge when we did any of these things. I think we do have to get her in charge next time. I'll tell the professor. But yeah, so
The only acknowledgement I do of Jackson is when he says that, I stop for a second and then continue back to what I was doing.
so did either of you two get a plus to?
I had a plus 1.
Okay,
both got +1.
excellent. Another net plus 1. Roll it.
Cool.
It's another 3.
Oh well,
That's okay.
that's all right. So, last one is it's without complications, so you won't have you're not going to have a mechanical penalty, but I am going to say you took long enough. There's knocking at the door.
I
was
stop
gonna say knock on
like
block. Oh yeah, I know what I can knock on. Fancy little coasters I got at a wedding.
ooh.
I don't know if that picked up.
Question. Retcon question.
Yes.
Does the door have a little window?
No.
Okay, because I
it was
would have
part of
covered.
classroom,
I
but
would have
yeah,
covered that
no.
up, or like put fabric in the cracks of the door so they couldn't tell, kind of a deal.
Yeah, but nah, it's old enough, and no, they don't need safety.
So I'll freeze and hold my finger up to my mouth like, shut the fuck up, y'all.
Yeah, I'm holding the chalk in place where I was, just sort of.
And then you just hear, all right, some sort of critter or some sort of kid. Anyone in there? Jiggle, jiggle. I swore I heard skittering. Jiggle, jiggle.
I look at Jackson with the eyes of God.
You
Just
and
sort
me
of.
both.
Jackson's kind of looking up at the door and go. You want me to go out? Or?
Any sort of arm motion that both means no and I will kill you at the same time.
I'd
I like
I like
to see
how
you try.
everyone just went.
I like to think that Marshall doesn't change at all. And that's
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
it's
realize,
not
oh no, he's just always ready to kill you.
It's just like the done face, just even more done.
Ah, fantastic. You have that moment. And then he's like, I wish I had my keys with me. I would. Yeah, damn it. He had to go to the hospital with that kid. He took the keys with him. Murder. He only broke a nose. It doesn't mean he's going to die.
Jinkies.
And in his white truck too.
He's going to ruin them seats. But all right. He stomps off. And yeah, he's frustrated. He's had a long night. Continue with your rolls.
I'm like, I keep holding the shut the fuck up, don't move position for like a solid 30 seconds after he leaves.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
I know better than to move before Keri says anything, sir. Like, okay. Get it.
Then the okay, move along, but quietly hand motions.
Yep. And because it was not a
It's gonna
club,
be like
yeah.
a weird play, but
Mhm.
Marshall is gonna take off his boots.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Especially because yours probably are those ones that do a loud clacking when you're for authority.
Smart.
But
I
all
know
right.
how to brush step. I ain't scared of my shoes.
Yeah. But yeah, so if this were a club's card, I would have had the -2 penalty to do this all quietly, but it didn't. So the problem passed. Roll like normal.
Okay.
Harrison definitely has like old dirty New Balances.
Yeah.
And it's a +1.
We still this is the last round. We have to roll again.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
Jackson
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
already rolled and I didn't.
nothing.
I naturally walk on my toes so that my heelys don't make noise. That's a +1 for me.
Fantastic. All right, so you're at a net 0 right now for your last
Cool.
roll.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
It's time to What the
I got
fuck
a
up,
5.
Fuck yeah.
All right, that's an additional
Yugi boy.
success. Yugi
Yugi.
boy.
Kaiba boy.
Kaiba boy.
If you guys haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubbed, subtitled, please do. Pegasus is the best subbed character ever. Hi, he
Yu-Gi-Oh!
speaks in
abridged.
Japanese, but he still does Yugi boy. So it's Yugi boy. It's so good.
That is fantastic. All
You're
right.
welcome, America.
I can raise you with the Chaz Princeton from GX in English. It's time to chaz it up.
Jazz it up.
It's Chaz with 8 Z's.
Oh.
It's 5.
All
Not
right.
anymore.
I'm a
So,
court reporter. I think I know how to spell Chaz.
oh boy. All right. So, what you're going to now do, Harrison, is you feel everything kind of click into place at 5 to midnight. Everything, the final chantings are done. The light, everyone's phone lights dim, and you feel a presence within the room. You think, I need you to roll smarts at -2 because you don't have a relevant
thank God.
arcane ability.
I was making sure. I was praying you wouldn't say spirit.
No, not yet.
That's my job.
I barely have a D4 in spirit. I still use the D6 with this?
Yeah, well, the wild die. Yeah.
Wild die, sorry.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
no
what I mean.
worries.
All right. So smarts at -2.
Yep, because if you feel like you are now doing that opposed to something.
Shit.
You're trying to you chant her name and there's a pull and you're giving there's a push against your pull.
I will now use the Benny
Okay.
because that was that would not have been good. It's not much better. That's a 3.
All right.
And -1, you said?
Are we able to
-2.
assist?
-2, so that's a 2 then.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is caster specific of part of the ritual. So unless you
Fair.
are Jackson could assist. This is the ritual. Jackson does give you a +2.
Fuck.
Whoa, let's go.
Holy shit.
We are back at 4. My
Whoa.
guy.
This is opposed,
Wow.
but still.
For
So
once he was useful.
yes, for once. So for once, he's finally just all right. Gonna put aside all the nitpicking or lack of nitpicking he had and just stands beside you during this critical moment. And that presence of someone else helps.
I was real tempted to use that last Benny, but I burnt through them way too fast in the first go around, and now I'm all anxious about it.
No, that's the fun
Fair.
of Benny's. It's understandable.
Especially in this moment.
Yes, because what happens then is I need you, if you have a card in real life, shuffle and draw it for dramatic
do.
effect.
Please hold. It's on the other side of the table.
Oh, go for it.
I just have my tarot cards.
Good.
I have spell and item cards in the next room.
Uh,
I don't think that helps.
I feel so pretentious whenever I have to like shake my hair now. It's never been this long. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Like,
Shuffling
why don't you
cards.
shake my hand? Shake a poor sinner's hand.
Yes. Depending on the card you draw, maybe such a situation. No, I can't.
Tell the robot devil I'm coming to see him.
Do you have a Joker in that deck? Or Jokers in that deck, though?
Yes.
Oh, good, good, good.
There's 2 jokers, and there's also a 13 of spades.
Oh,
If
you're
I
using that one?
If I happen to draw it, I will ask you what to do, but the odds are not great.
It's a super joker.
We'll see what
Parlor
happens.
trick,
155
Does-
chance.
just an echo, gentlemen. A little parlor trick. Something we have here in Louisiana.
Parlor. We only have parlors in Louisiana. Okay.
I love the
They
context.
were
'cause
organized. I'm shuffling real good.
I love the context because it's in reference to an echo.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm just gonna draw the top card and show it to the camera. So, really obnoxious question: does hesitant come into play here, where I draw 2 cards and act on the lowest, or?
No, this is unfortunate. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's like this one doesn't have a lower is necessarily bad thing. It's just something.
All right.
Ah,
Okay.
Ace of Hearts.
Okay. Then, what happens is that there's a burst of energy from that point. There's wind blowing back. Everyone is pushed back by it. Everyone takes a fatigue.
Oh, balls!
But But what you stay before you is a woman, or
Right.
a young girl, draped in a light glowing blue, floating before you. Her eyes are blank but stare directly into your soul, as she looks to you, Harrison, as if she's waiting for something. Questions. And that's where we'll have a break.
Yep, good call.
Yep.
Thank God. 10 minutes to think.
Fantastic.
Yes, indeed.
Do we roll against fatigue?
No, this is a special case of no. Y'all get fatigued. So 24 hours it'll disappear, but y'all -1 to everything.
That had the energy of episode 1 Silver, of where Silver and Reefus go to introduce themselves at the same time. It's like, no, me first. There's
There's a little bit of silver in everyone, but we'll be right back. 10 minutes.
Antlers
And
in all
we're
of my decorating.
My, what a guy, that Gaston.
I don't.
Okay. But as we all state our preferences for Gaston or not, instead, what we were just greeted by was the presence of a young woman.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that in the slightest.
Not at
Me
all.
neither. I forgot immediately.
Yes.
You put me on a Disney tangent.
I know.
You're gonna lose me.
It's gonna
I
happen.
put you on the Disney tangent.
Yeah.
I
Well,
take
no,
them.
I started it with Gaston, or a Gaston-like person that I know in my life now. Anyway, so so there was a large burst of energy that just overcame you all. But a large burst of heat and then a chill that just exhausted your body because everything clenched up and relaxed, but it was unnatural. It was forced.
Unnatural.
Yes. And that is why everyone in the room has a fatigue, which is like in a level of exhaustion in D&D. It's non-lethal damage. So everyone...
It's a -1 to everything there.
It's a -1 to everything in this system, though, because it's a downward spiral. So...
Just what
Time to
Harrison needs.
Just like real life.
Exactly.
Just like real life.
But so, Harrison, you are conscious of the fact that you are still maintaining this ritual. It has a set amount of time it's around for, which... roll a cult. See if you can tell... See if you have knowledge of how long this thing is supposed to last.
Oh, 6.
It is 6 rounds.
Okay. Is this the same girl that
Yes.
took me downstairs? Okay.
Oh, yes.
So everybody can see her, not just me.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Everyone can see the pale blue lady in the room with an eyeless stare. She had more color when she was seducing you, so it seems that she can kind of...
They often do.
Yeah, so there is probably some sort of color change that can happen. But right now, summoned as is, blank white eyes that still seem to have a direction to them, which is directly to Harrison's soul. And... And
The eyes are just like saucers right now.
Currently, she is floating, a little tensed up. Jackson's like stuck. So yeah, but
If Jackson makes any sound, I immediately say, "Shut the fuck up."
He'll be quiet. But still, she's
So
looking at you, Harrison.
Before I say anything, can I either use the same occult roll or a different occult roll to know, like, if there's a number of questions I get? I know 6 rounds, but
6
like,
rounds.
is that 6 questions? Is
Yeah.
that okay? That's more than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
What's the airspeed velocity of a swallow?
African or European?
I don't know.
You have to specify unladen.
Carry it. You could grip it by the husk.
By
So
the
I
way,
guess
Sean, you still have the Bard subclass pulled up.
Oh, well, that's a sneak peek at something else.
Got him.
Got him.
Oops.
My creations.
Your creations are now bare for the world for anyone who pauses during that time to read.
Bear. Pause.
Bare.
Oh no.
Bears.
Also, fun fact, on the failed ritual table, you also draw a card. One of the effects is summon a creature.
Is the creature a panda that shoots guns?
It could have been a bear.
So then the ritual is technically successful.
Anyway.
Screaming and crying, crying and screaming.
Look, if you got that result, it would have been the sheriff.
Oh shit.
In a towel.
Oh. And nothing else.
While brushing his teeth, yeah.
In the parlor. If it's I guess there's a bit of a long pause. And then just sort of, are you Nina Castle?
Yes.
And I'll sort of glance back to everybody and go, and just sort of mouth like, we have 5 questions.
And yeah, I'm not going to say you got 30 seconds now. Get questioning. Yeah. Think it out. What type of questions you want to ask a ghost? Also, speaking of which, Keri, what's going on? What are you thinking right now?
Okay, so a lot of wind pushed us back.
Heat wave, cold wave. Yeah, very abnormal. Someone's floating in front of you. Slightly
She's floating.
translucent.
She feet.
So there's feet, but they're not touching the ground.
I'm looking for projectors.
You know, this room don't have any working electronics. In fact, your phone is off. Everyone's phone is off.
I try to turn it back on.
Doesn't work.
Fucking EMP'd us? What the fuck? I am scrambling for answers, but I also worked 10.5 hours or some bullshit long
Yeah.
thing today.
You could just take the fear roll.
How does that work?
Roll spirit.
Shit, do I have to do that?
No, you were all expecting this. This is more of a conflict in Keri's mind because of the doubting Thomas.
Yeah.
And I don't see an easy way to explain this away. Or the things you're trying to explain it away as are very much evident they're not there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I know it's
Group
hard.
hallucination.
up with. So I roll spirit and against what?
Base success. You're looking for a 4.
Oh, is there a minus then?
-2. Hard to explain.
Okay.
The shared illusion or hallucination brought upon by the stress of the night.
Keri
and
also worked
some
10.5 hours.
And some potential allergens present in the chalk and candles.
There were a lot of airplanes. The chemtrails must have floated down.
13
You
after spending a Benny because, dear
okay.
God.
okay? I mean, look, a failed fear chart could be fun for everyone if you just burst out screaming right now. But no, you're yeah, just a short ah. But no, you steeled yourself to the presence of ghosts, even though you're still trying to logic it out. It's not your hindbrain's not kicking and going run.
You're basically Fred in the Scooby-Doo movie where they go to Zombie Island.
Oh, yeah.
Monsters are real. Killer soundtrack, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal.
But yeah, you're trying to figure it out. Your brain says this might be real, but every time that pops up, you just go, no, it's got to be something.
We probably would have discussed questions ahead of time. Are we allowed to talk
yeah.
amongst ourselves?
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll definitely allow
I mean,
that.
there's the obvious, what do you need to be at rest?
Yeah.
But something tells me either we get yes or no questions, or she's going to be real short and vague.
You know you're very successful in you're very successful in your ritual. So
Yes.
you think you might get more than a yes or
We
no.
could ask about the what the fuck were they called?
Starts with a P.
The protectors. There it is. We could ask about the protectors. We could ask about Jack Little, who came up in conversation for some reason.
Died in the boat crash.
Yeah, who she was into.
I have written down the shifters. What was that?
A secret society, a public secret society.
Oh yeah, the goofy one.
The goofy secret society.
The paperclip one.
Yeah.
We can ask about the porcupine monster.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think of I know all the questions that's going through Harrison's brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't know how the other 2 of you or 3 of you, including Jackson, but he's not allowed to speak apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know how your characters are perceiving this.
So I think my train of thought would be, what question can I ask to get information that Harrison wants, but also disprove that this is actually Nina Castle at the same time? How can I get this person to give me misinformation when we ask a question or something?
Also, I don't think we don't know how she died.
No, we never found out. That would be a good question.
Yeah. Uh, Kurt, you got anything? You're usually
No,
more observant
this
than I
is-
am. It's
This is no. Because I'm trying to like, think of things for Marshall, and Marshall, it would just be like,
the fuck is this?
this is bullshit.
It's bullshit that's happening right in front of your face, Marshall.
Yeah.
Like, something's up. Don't know what.
Yeah,
What the
unlike
fuck?
Keri has the restraint of having the doubting Thomas hindrance of has to always trying to be disproving this. Marshall doesn't necessarily have to be. Yeah, you can think this is bullshit, but you can be as believing or non-believing or whatever you feel like. I got no
it's
bearing
more
over it.
like this is like bullshit in the sense that this is stupid, you know? Not the fact that like it is happening, but or like what has happened is stupid, but the fact that it is in fact happening.
The fact that the supernatural exists is
It's
stupid.
fucking stupid.
It's fucking stupid, but it doesn't matter because you know what? It's not going to be better than me.
I mean, true enough.
Good shit.
Kurt, I have a very important question.
What's up?
Is Marshall an anime fan?
No.
Only the Western animation for a man like Marshall.
He watches Trigun.
Oh shit! It's like literally my favorite anime.
I mean, yeah, it's very.
I've
nice.
never seen Trigun.
Oh, you.
It's
you
so
really
good!
should. I do wonder
I
how
know.
that.
It's-
No,
Me either.
it's on the watch list.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
It's one of my favorite TTRPG characters I've ever played. Is based on Trigon. Like,
it a
it's
Wolfwood
based on
XP
Vash
or-
and Stamp.
Oh, wow.
He's based on Vash and Stampede. He is except he's a bit better of a smooth talker, but he's just a goofy, like, I don't know what I'm doing here, but okay.
Interesting. I do wonder how they're going to handle the remakes or reboot. I can't tell.
Read something.
They're younger.
He watches Trigun, basically anything with guns.
Mhm.
Trigun in
but, like only
The
pistols.
Punisher,
Oh, Space Outlaw.
The Gunisher?
the
Was it
Punisher.
Space Outlaw? Whatever the one with the big.
No.
the
See a
magic
space
gun?
cowboy?
No, that's. I mean.
Yu Yu
Cowboy
Hakusho.
Bebop.
Oh yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho Spirit Detective.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, I
yeah,
need to
that'd be
rewatch that.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop definitely, but there was definitely some
Cowboy
sort of
Bebop thing.
old one on Toonami that was like space, but he had a magic / science pistol that had big bullets of I have to use number 4, and it.
I know what you're
black-
talking
yeah,
about.
It used to be on the
This is-
Toonami.
I just feel like Black Rock Gunner,
eh,
but I don't think that's it.
there's definitely Cat Girls, and it's on
I
a
just
space
do-
thing.
I just googled anime magic gun Toonami. Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star. There we go.
Oh my gosh! I think I saw 2 episodes of that ever.
On that
What are we doing
note-
again? Oh yeah,
On
it's a
that
very
note,
climactic
questions for the
moment.
ghost, yes.
Yep.
Watch Trigun.
I think the how did you die may be a good starting point.
Yeah. Is again, like as she answers the question, I guess as Harrison, I'll just sort of should I ask all the questions? Does anybody else want to
think you
talk to
have
the
to.
ghost? Oh,
It's saw you.
okay.
She ain't staring at us.
This is just
Oh man,
DM moment of I'm just gonna let everyone else talk.
the Jacob / Reefus in me really wants to like walk to the left and right and see if she follows me, but Harrison absolutely would not do that. But Reefus absolutely would. How did you die? If I may ask.
There was a chase. The flames were spouting from her. Misguided anger, but also sorrow. I tried to run, to protect it, to guard it,
Guard it.
Mm-hmm.
but the flames overwhelmed me.
How loud is she saying this, by the way?
Sounds like it's almost directly in your ear, but it's definitely it's like one of those whispers that is somehow filling the room,
Okay.
But the flames what me?
engulfed or engulfed her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a chase, Flames were spouting from her. Misguided anger. I tried to run, but the flames engulfed me. Tried to guard it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
So I guess it's
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, she just adds an I'm sorry out to the end of that.
so
And Keri,
wordlessly.
Oh.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. And Keri, that's when you're kind of getting flashbacks to your dreams.
Wordlessly, I'll just hold up like 4 fingers and be like,
Actually, Keri's a Kalishtar.
again? Finkel is Einhorn.
Okay.
It's always extra funny because that's my mom's last name.
Okay.
Okay, so I had my like 5 questions prepped, and then I asked one more, and now I have a lot more. So now I have to choose.
That's how these work.
So we can ask about Jack Little. We can ask about the Protectors. We can ask about the Porcupine Monster. We can ask what the chase is. Or the misguided anger, sorrow.
Ask what she was trying to guard.
Or who she was trying to guard it from, because it sounds like there's something worse than her.
If she's even bad.
Worse as in stronger.
Yeah.
But also, yes.
I mean, the stairs were also whispering, guard it.
Yeah, what she just said.
It was close to her voice.
So maybe that's where she died.
Again, because it's been quite a few months since you've had these out of character. A few months since you've had these dreams. You do remember dreams of being chased, flames, falling, but they was very much more broken. So you get little flashes of it. We didn't get a continuous thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're having her dreams.
Possibly, yeah.
Out of character.
Yeah. That makes sense. So I was her in the dream. Because at the end, the flames are what caught me, is what you said. I think either what you were trying to guard or what you were guarding it for, or both. Or what you were guarding it from, rather. Or both.
Do you have a preference either way? I feel weird asking how did you die and then asking what killed you. But
why?
That's a third question. I guess it's just sort of what.
I guess you could just do the thing to like kind of. You could just ask, what can we do to help you like move on? Because like that. Chances are we'll have a thing that like mentions it.
Okay. Yeah, and so I'm just picturing like
you just want to ask questions that like answer multiple questions.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm picturing Harrison like going and talking to the ghost and like walking back to the huddle and then coming back. You tell him that I said. So it's sort of what do you need to rest? To be at rest.
That one takes a good 3. Like normally it was instant. This is like a 3-4 second pause to think. For it to pass on into proper hands. For vengeance upon who did this to me. She looks like she's about to say a name, but as soon as her mouth opens, just flames come out.
Oh shit!
But just flames, but just enough.
Oh, okay.
Just where her flames, or just where her tongue would be, essentially. But then, as she stops, as if nothing happened. But it was perfectly in place of what might have been a name.
Does anybody speak flame?
Wait, so for blank, is that the end of the sentence?
For vengeance to be wrought upon, like, flames.
So, making a point to not ask a question here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I will just say, I can't something's keeping you from saying the name.
The name is seared from my tongue.
What did we have any other names?
We had a couple. I'm going to take out a piece of paper and hand it forward. Maybe you can write the name down. It's a statement, not a question.
She reaches out, but through the paper.
I set it on the ground or on a desk, whatever is nearby.
What implement do you have?
If you have charcoal.
I mean, pen or pencil behind the ear kind of deal always. Or we have
charcoal.
I have literally so many things
on the ground, but I don't think we should write with the chalk where the circle is. That's why the paper is there.
Okay. I still have the chalk in my hands, but I do also have markers. I have pencils. I have like tools to like carve things.
Are they Ticonderoga number 2?
Absolutely, the black ones.
Of course. Those are charcoal pencils.
Yeah, very good.
But as you put the paper down, she will say, possession takes energy, time.
I will turn around and just sort of like, again, making a point not to ask, just be like, I'll be right back. I apologize. Thank you for your time. And I will walk back to the other 3 and just be like, I have a terrible idea.
What's that?
I could let her use me to write?
You're right, that is a terrible idea.
Not to beat myself up or anything like that, but I think I have the least amount of willpower to resist, which is a very metagame way of me going, I have the lowest spirit.
I also have very low spirit out of character, but to be like,
are you also a D4?
The question is,
now, if y'all are gonna insist that someone acts as a placebo hand, I guess
maybe it should be someone who can get out of it if need be.
I'm just saying,
we don't want to give the ghost a gun.
You can hold the gun.
I would like to not hold the gun, please.
There's no reason that they'll get my skill, my body, but can't just get it.
I love Captain Ginyu logic. It's
I'm just trying to in character be very confident about if anyone's gonna do it, it should be me because I can break out of it with my pure confidence.
Not wrong. Jackson, do you know anything about possession? Who would be the best candidate for that?
He's stuck frozen back at the not magic frozen, just dumbstruck, still at the where you were standing.
I'm gonna throw one of my boots at him.
I don't know what I expected.
No. What about just moving, the journal, just moving a pencil or pen?
Oh.
Well, I put one down.
Why'd you hit me?
He's very
because
accurate.
You weren't moving. You deserved it.
Oh, come on.
You know what? Here's this, and I'm gonna walk forward.
Fuck, you beat me to it.
Y'all can use my hand. Write down the name.
All right.
And again, making sure to not ask. It's a sort of, I hope this is an okay medium to use.
Actually, I'm a large.
A pencil would have been fine, but this can work too.
This is very new to us. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Opposed spirit.
I had put a pencil down.
I'm opposing spirit, you said?
You already offered yourself. Yes.
Yep.
That'd be really funny, actually. Marshall offers himself, and Keri's like, I just put a pencil down.
I did with the paper. I had one by my ear.
All right. Good. You did succeed. So, you don't give in fully, as she doesn't take control of all of you, just the hand. It's a weird feeling. You get the pins and needles numbness constantly whenever for these 6 seconds she's in there. Basically, this is going to take a question. This whole process. Yeah.
Rude.
Yes. But you also notice that there's an H that's written out. And
there's an A-R-R.
No.
I draw the yardstick.
No. But it seems like anytime it's trying to that your hand is about to write something besides the first letter, it gets hotter as it goes towards the paper. So it tries this for multiple letters. It writes in big uppercase L. And then it just...
So we have HL?
You have HL. It just can't write the rest for fear of your hand combusting.
Do we know anything else about Jack Little?
Like what Jack is short for?
I mean, or if there's any relatives, if there's any other protectors.
If Jack's a middle name.
Jack. Well, it's not Harrison Livers. So...
But you got that, and then she exits Marshall.
HL.
Walk back. Bow. Hand shaking.
As you walk back, I just sort of watch. You literally charmed a ghost.
I told you, confidence is everything.
Thank you.
So we got 2 questions left. We still have not asked about the porcupine monster.
Okay.
We have 3 questions left.
That used one.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well. Yeah. Number 1 was, are you Nina Castle? Number 2 is, how did you die? Oh, what do you need? Okay, sorry.
Again, because it's been a couple weeks, I can notice that you did need to know her name to perform the ritual.
Oh, okay. I feel like I was kind of just leaning into the horror movie cliche with that one.
True. But for this, you needed either like also Jackson probably told you needed a name or a piece of whoever you're summoning.
Okay, we definitely had a name because we did not have a piece.
Yeah, or some location that is relevant. And
so we have 3 then?
You have 2, you think.
We have 2, I think.
Also, if Keri would remember the dreams, they weren't down here.
Y'all, do you remember what the name of that guard was from session 1?
Do I? Tyson August is the name I have written down.
That's it. Yeah, first one to find it gets
Let's
Benny.
Fucking go! Oh, I got a Benny. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Yep.
I'm up to 2, bitches.
But yes, that was his name.
I had literally no other context. My note says, valve chain off, sprinkler system maintenance cut off, Tyson August, summon?
Oh, he was the one who they were complaining about his cooking.
Yeah.
Got him.
Mm-hmm. And that was the guard that we fought?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then who got dragged away?
He basically put like Beano in his chili to distract the other guards.
Yeah.
Or not Beano.
It was pudding, by the way.
It was pudding.
Pudding, that's what it was.
Literally, my note
it wasn't his chicken.
August had bad pudding.
Yeah, as much as it was tempting for the chicken thing. No.
Where were the dreams?
Where? Oh.
Yeah.
They were spotty at best, but you think you remember a more, not linoleum flooring, but a shinier floor. Something that would be
like the wooden gym floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the relevant location, not necessarily correct. So you had her name.
Close-ish.
Close-ish. So you could have done the ritual without her name in the gym.
Okay.
But I still like our choice.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Safer, actually. The guards, yeah.
Yeah, plus I figured this is where the fire was.
That was just to get you away from everyone.
Huh?
Alone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have 2-ish questions left.
2.
So I personally think the porcupine monster is a big thing we should ask about. But we also haven't seen it since, and it took the guard away. So,
I have a question.
Go for it.
Because in the notation and discovery previous, I know we found yearbooks, but they were kind of fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I took a picture of the yearbook and had it with me, because I've been doing that with anything that I can't keep.
On your phone?
No, I have a digital camera.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Digital camera.
Yes.
Remember, she being Keri used it at the graveyard when the thing with golden eyes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I also used it one time before that, I think, to take pictures of like a book or something that we couldn't keep.
Yeah. That's definitely feasible.
So I would have then taken, whatever pages and printed them and put them together in a folder.
Okay.
Can I take a page out that I think has Jack Little and the Protectors and say, and maybe we can get her to circle or burn or whatever the fuck whoever we need to get rid of.
Like without saying anything, just putting the pictures in front of her.
Yeah.
I mean, it might still burn a question, but it's a good effort.
Yeah. Maybe these will help.
All right. So, what were the names that were in there again?
Jack Little.
I don't know if you told us all of them. We do have Jack Little as one of them.
Jack Little, we have the Protectors.
John Little, not
John
Jack.
Little? I have Jack written down, but I
Close
will
enough.
trust your notes much more than mine. Nina Castle, Goes to the Ruse, 1947. All the records go from like 44 to 46. They stop before 47.
White is another one.
Ooh, good. For some reason, I have the words 3 good questions written down. So you might have mentioned that 2 sessions ago that we would probably only have 3. So
yes.
We're playing with house money here.
Oh yeah. Well, also no, it's because I reread it and it was it's that ritual. It's you get 1 question per turn that this is sustained, which was originally 3 because it's 3 power points. But then I read the ritual more closely. And it's like, oh, it lasts because it's a ritual. It lasts for double the time that the spell normally does.
Nice. I have Jack Little and John Little written down from the same session.
I may have interchanged them because sometimes names with the first letter slip. It's book has Jack.
Jacob Little.
Jack,
wanted
John.
to make sure they were
son.
The same person.
They are. They are.
Okay. I like the idea of just putting the pictures in front of her.
Yeah.
All right.
And slowly backing away. It's like
I won't back away.
I definitely will.
I'll just move my hands off of them and maybe these will help.
All right.
I know there were other pictures and names. It's just those were the ones that we were given.
Yeah. What you got is an earlier picture has a Daniels, a professor, and then Jack Little, Creighton White, Judith Fowler's a different one, Nina Castle. She looks at those and just friends. Old friends. Oh, Jack. And she's wistfully just remembering.
Oh no, she loves Jack. I thought Jack was the killer.
No, we knew
2 things can be true, but
that's Jeff.
Don't make me have mistakes more.
I didn't know you loved Jericho Little.
I'll forget, and then I'll say, yeah, sure, whatever. Suddenly now she has 3 lovers.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
We don't judge in 2007.
I'm not sure we knew about that in 2007. Did it exist? No, I can't.
Yeah, did it exist?
No, wait. We're in Texas. We obviously judge it.
We're in Texas. We've been preaching against that since 1975.
That's fair. So those were the pages with the protectors. Was there a page that had the full list of, or pages, I guess, that had full lists of students?
Probably, but I'm not sure.
I wouldn't have taken pictures.
You wouldn't have taken pictures, but you could probably... It's something you can go back to.
Okay. Just in case we don't figure out who HL is.
Yes.
Yeah.
We could ask... I mean, I'm assuming that HL is a spirit. This is out of character. Go ahead.
Oh, I have a really out of left field question. What was my mother's maiden name? If you don't know, that's fine. I'm just making sure.
Know.
Okay.
Whatever you say it is.
All right, cool. It's not starting with an L.
It's probably not starting with an L.
That would be like levels on levels of Inception, where I'd be like...
Be interesting, but unfortunately no.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Happy limerick.
Harrison just doesn't want to be the main character.
She really does not.
She could.
All right, we got two questions.
Ish.
Probably.
I really want to ask about this porcupine monster.
Then do it.
We encountered a monster with quills, a porcupine of some sort. Is that... Do you know anything about that?
She puzzles for a second. El Chupacabra?
I'm going to go walk into traffic.
El Chupacabra.
Actually, Chupacabra would be, if we're in Texas, that would be relatively close.
What I said when we got introduced.
But she's saying that...
Eight goats. Chupa thingy. Sounds sexy.
But you can read that that's not a...
Lupa Grande.
That's not a definite,
not recognition.
It's not recognition. It's almost like she's trying to remember something like... It was almost like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So it's a remembrance of something past, not necessarily relevant to the one that is revealed. But she acknowledges Chupacabra.
Well, ball.
All right, we got one.
We got one left. We haven't asked about the protectors in Jack Little, but we've gotten a little bit of information there. The chase, the flames, misguided anger and sorrow, that got us HL.
We could ask, how do we stop the thing? How do we stop them? How do we stop HL?
Yeah, because she says she needs vengeance, and that was how she gets put to rest.
Yeah.
Looking through my list of names here, see if anything's even relatively close.
I don't have anything.
We could ask if she knows anything about the Needler.
Do you want to do that instead of how to help you be put to rest?
That's the really dumb, chaotic option, which I am never against.
Didn't you already ask how could we put to rest? And she was
right, but
asking to
she
guard
said
it.
vengeance, but I mean my next question would be, how do we stop HL? How do we end them? I guess.
Yeah, or like instead of guard it, ask like guard what. There's either guard what. There's how can we extract vengeance. There's.
I think those are my top two.
Those are pretty much our two questions. With the chaos option, just leaving it out there.
How do we extract vengeance? But
okay. Thank you again for your time. I know it takes a lot of energy to be here, and there's so many Jacob comments I'm screening right now. It's like you're a busy ghost, and it's like how can we how or who can we extract vengeance for you?
By acquiring what she was trying to get.
God,
by acquiring the cross. The cross I was trying to protect.
Jesus Christ.
And also shooting her in the face. I really... no.
I wasn't sure.
Not that part, but no, it's acquiring what she possesses and ending her.
And so we don't know the cross in the gym. The cross in the gym.
But also because that was, as the ritual is fading out, she's also going to start to flash, and she's... What I once
Thank
had.
you.
What I once had. What I won. It's there. What I loved. Well, what I did and loved. Not who I loved. Very different things. Because I realized I can be very easily misconstrued. Okay.
We are in Texas.
In Texas.
I guess,
because I once had, it's there.
She's kind of clasping at her chest as she's fading out.
Yeah. And I don't know to look. Jacob knows the linoleum. Jacob knows the details of Keri's dream, but Harrison does not. So I'll just kind of relay the best I can of sort of. She says she needs what she loved and what she had to protect, what she had to guard. It sounds like somebody was after either something she had on her or something nearby that she had to protect.
A cross, she said?
Yeah.
Is it maybe a necklace?
Something she loved. Was she very religious?
Well, I guess since you were looking through the stuff about her, everyone roll smarts to see if you can remember this specific detail. That was also very side detail, but,
5.
4.
11.
Woo!
You, well, the base successes are like, well, she probably did other stuff besides just the protectors. 11 is
she was in a lot of clubs, wasn't she?
She was in a decent amount of a few clubs, but what stands out is she only did one sport, swimming.
The pool.
Well, also with 11 swimmers. What would a swimmer... Well, what would a swimmer wear here, if ever?
I mean, a whistle if they were a lifeguard. I'm just going where my brain is. It's 11:30. Math is hard late at night.
I was going to say, I guess that's not what was intended.
A whistle, got the whatever Speedo cap thing. Uniform.
I'm drawing medal. Trophy case.
Oh, snap. Yeah, the trophy case. We do all that in character.
Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, sure.
Sure. I mean, she's a swimmer. Yeah. Again, Harrison, she was a swimmer. Yeah, I guess we'll go back up and look at the trophy.
Well, it's at the end of the hallway. We gotta make sure the guard's not here. Can't get caught at the end of this shit.
Yeah. So, oh man, Harrison's excited, but she's also not gonna run out into danger.
I will crack open the door.
All right.
After blowing out the candles?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thanked her, absolutely. Before...
Oh, yes.
Okay, make sure.
She gives some sort of attempt at a smile, but it's kind of like a vacant smile, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. The hallway seems silent.
Can I turn my phone on?
Yes.
Okay, good.
No reception, but yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Marshal just a bit of a look of just like, yeah, here we go. And then I will do my best to kind of disappear into the shadows like I did before.
Okay.
As I make my way over to the trophies, I guess,
mm-hmm.
in the hallway. Just cell phone lights, so the -3 whatever until I get close, and then whatever.
Yeah, the hallway itself is clear. Jackson's bringing up the rear, but is looking out behind. And you come
forgetting about Jackson.
Yeah, don't worry. That's what he's meant to do.
I did that on purpose.
But yeah, you come to a glass case with trophies, and you do look down towards the bottom, and there are little clamshells that hold medals.
Hmm.
And scanning along with the phone, there is indeed a Nina Castle. But it's behind
a trophy case?
It's locked.
Go ahead.
It's a glass trophy case.
I'm on that shit.
Mm-hmm. Are you here, or did you disappear?
I mean, I've been like, when I say disappear, I just mean like Harrison's real good at moving in darkness. Like,
okay.
She's real good at staying silent, not waking anybody up, kind of deal.
Yep, I know that.
I guess sort of like appearing beside you, like, I got that.
She's a glow stalker.
No words, just nod and move.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah, I will use whatever I need to. I mean, nails, hammer, screwdriver, wire cutters, wrench.
As quietly as possible.
Roll lockpicking. Or suggest a other relevant skill.
Streetwise?
Or if I could talking to people.
Information, yeah.
Yeah.
I could try and BS like I did with the door a couple sessions ago with building and crafting. I know how to take things apart.
Okay, so instead of lockpicking, you're disassembling the case.
Sure.
Cool.
Or at least like taking the lock off of it.
Yep. -1 to do it quietly.
Makes sense. Yeah, like a better roll, but with a penalty.
Well, yeah, and you got your friends with the phones, so the light isn't the issue right now.
Oh, 2007.
I'm also surprised you didn't pick up like a lockpicking set.
You know, me too. I thought of that when we first had to get into the door. I was like, I really hope this screwdriver works. You said -1?
Yes.
6.
Success. So yeah, you make minimal noise as you basically disassemble. Either take the door off the hinges and quietly place it down, or take out the lock itself from the handle.
Take out the lock itself.
Yeah. I'll hold my hands up before I pick up the medal.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of the other swim team or other trophy things have HL initials?
They do not.
Okay. I'll pick up Nina's medal.
All right. You pick the medal up out of the clamshell. Nothing happens. The clamshell itself
is it after midnight?
It is not after midnight yet. The clamshell itself is a nice little golden thing that has a little plush bottom to it with the medal resting on top of that. A little plush cloth or something.
I will... Never mind. No, we're good.
But yeah, you have a
I was trying to think if I had something like the right shape and or weight to swap with it, because
Indiana Jones is
bullshit. But I don't think I have anything on me.
Oh, I have so many things. Or unless... How heavy is it, like, roughly?
Medals?
It's an old
They're
medal.
Not super heavy, but they have weight in your hand, kind of like metal dice.
Yeah, this is back when they were also just pure pieces of metal.
Chonk.
So it has some weight. Okay.
It does have some weight. I could validate it as a strength plus D4 weapon if you're whipping it about.
Ooh.
Ding, 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 ding. Marshall, do you have anything that could be Indiana Jones with this thing?
No.
Okay, it's somewhat heavy. I've got a wrench.
You can tell the cabinet was made in the 1940s, so this isn't. Your logic and reasoning says this isn't going to have a pressure plate like alarm.
I'll swap it with a lock.
We're also 19.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be real, like, overly, like...
Good.
Yeah. I will note, all of this I am doing sleeves over my hand. No fingerprints from this bitch.
Good idea.
It's the same thing I did at the previous thing, so...
Clever.
Okay, I pick up the medal, and there's nothing with HL...
Nothing with HL. You pick up the medal for the 400-meter freestyle way back when. Although strangely enough, I think freestyle didn't exist until like this. I remember reading this at some point in time. Freestyle didn't exist until like the 80s, so it might have been breaststroke. I don't know, but it is a swimming gold medal.
And she doesn't react to it at all.
Nothing
happens. Doesn't seem to be a reaction right now. No.
Should we take it back to the seance circle?
You were told about the cross.
We were told about the cross.
Yeah, there was something about that. The cross. Acquiring the cross I was trying to protect.
Is there like a team photo or something?
Probably not, just because there's too many years to. This would be only trophies.
Can I like inspect the metal to see if it's got like a trap compartment or something?
It's solid gold. Or solid fake gold, whatever, They probably aren't giving away a real gold medal.
I'll hold on to the medal.
Leaving behind the nice, pretty clamshell.
I'll take that.
All right. You take the clamshell that has the lock in it.
I like stuff. I will put it in the... actually, I'll put it in one of my belt compartments.
Notice.
Oh, balls.
Oh.
Am I good at notice? I'm decent at notice.
Harrison.
Not everyone?
Right.
Okay.
5?
You notice that you knew how heavy the lock was. And when you pick up the clamshell, it's significantly heavier than just the lock itself.
Oh. I was just getting it because it was pretty. Does it have a secret compartment or something I can open?
Possibly.
I want to look too.
Yeah, I would definitely show it to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look it over and you go and poke and prod.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Investigation would probably be best for this.
I have a D6.
Me too.
Roll it.
Can I assist?
Yeah. One can assist and the other can roll, or you can both roll individually. It's up to you.
Can Marshal also assist because he understands the workings of a gun, and therefore I'm running out of bullshit here. I'm sorry. Damn.
All right. Okay. Roll the assist.
More rolls are good.
And this is how it happens. Oh man, if I rolled, I would have gotten a 12.
Yeah, 14.
You get a +3.
Good thing I did not help.
So 7 total.
Okay. But no, that's enough to notice. Hey, the little claw. Yeah, you're doing the looking, and then Keri just kind of lifts up the lock and the little fabric that's underneath it to reveal what looks like a golden cross. But as you stare deep into it, the patterns within patterns seem to not warp, but they seem to be more intricate than anything you've ever seen before.
Okay, but it's not like hypnotizing me or anything.
It doesn't seem to be hypnotizing you. But what you do notice is that your phone light is growing dimmer. Everything is growing dimmer again. But it's not a sudden blackness like the last EMP was. What do you do while everything starts to fade to black?
It's pronounced emp.
A lighter.
Shit, man. Harrison wouldn't notice that her phone is going dead because she doesn't even care about the thing.
I'm using my phone light to hold it over the clamshell. You would have noticed.
Yes.
Okay.
But that is indeed what is dimming out.
If I move my phone away from the cross, does it get brighter?
Nope.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Harrison would probably like hyper focus on this thing and just like really stare at it.
Okay.
Also, how did we light the candles if we didn't have like matches
have
or a lighter?
We would have.
Jackson probably had some sort of seance material.
Yeah, I would have carried one.
So Jackson could hand one to you. You get a nice flame, and then it's starting to die out.
You shoot it to cause the flames. That's how we started the candles.
All the light is dimming.
Fortunately, just focused on that.
Yeah. But then another 6 seconds or so passes. And as the light seems to go to almost nothing, everything around you starts to change. Oh, come on, that's the wrong thing. There we go. You hear the sounds of a forest around you. You almost see the silhouettes of trees, and the ground beneath you is filled with ferns and grasses and everything. You swear you almost hear a babbling brook of sorts. But it's still eerily dark, with just the faintest of what must be moonlight shining through the canopy. You hear a few birds and parrots and monkeys and whatnot.
Are we still in the hallway?
Yeah, you think? Maybe? Maybe?
Don't think this is Texas anymore.
And that's when you hear the growl.
I closed the clamshell.
You're still within the rainforest.
Okay.
The deep, deep growl of something hunting.
How roll to see like which direction? Can I do like notice or survival or?
Oh yeah, yes, notice would work. But actually here, although I do notice to see how far away it is.
Okay.
Yes, please.
7.
A 7. You notice it's a decent. Whatever it is, it's probably a good 10 to 20 meters back. But actually, this is when I was going to, and this is what I'll explain what happens next time, because what I think is what we're going to introduce are chase rules.
Oh, balls.
Because what I did was I made little icons. Because how a chase happens in Savage Worlds is you are going along a track of cards.
Oh. It's like Odin's Ravens.
Yep. So you'll be drawing initiative.
Sweet.
This isn't an implicative of what is behind you, but there's something behind you. No, leave the cards alone. Leave the cards alone. And then, so what we'll do next time is this will be for initiative, and then this will be for where you are on the chase track.
Oh, can we do initiative at least?
Okay.
Yeah, so we can just have it like...
Yeah.
Yes.
And luckily it's a separate deck to do these things, but also... How do I flip this thing, right? Flip card. So you yourself are on the 3 of clubs, which only is important if a clubs is drawn for your initiative. But until then, we are going to draw. Come on.
And Harrison draws twice.
Yes.
Yeah, takes the lower.
Yep.
What the hell? Did you shuffle these, Sean?
I thought I did shuffle them, see?
Wow.
Okay, I got 2.
So you're not clubs.
So you're not clubs, because you guys... So no one got clubs this time. But what has happened is we'll be going in this order. The ace of spades going first. I guess I'm first? You will be first.
Cool.
We'll have a different set of... like, movement... Excuse me. So chase rules, I'll reiterate this next time. But chase rules are different. You don't move for free. Or you can move as a free action, but then you have to roll for it. At a -2, I believe, which you'll be rolling agility. Or you can move as an action, and then you don't have to roll for it. But that is your turn.
Ah, gotcha.
Each of these,
I'm cool with agility.
Yeah, and each of these squares represents 5 squares, give or take.
I may be in trouble.
Yeah, so basically full movement. Unfortunately, your Heelys can't benefit because you're in a rainforest.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. If
that's how it works.
Yeah, normally, if this was a normal street chase, though, you would have Keri would have +1. You wouldn't have double movement because we can't quite represent that. But if you are faster than your opponents, then you get a +1 to your maneuvering rolls, which is agility. So it's something to keep in mind for the future. And basically, whenever a clubs is drawn, every time you move a card will reveal what it is. And when a clubs is drawn, you'll get a complication based on what card you're on.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and it's neat. It'll be interesting stuff to try something slightly different. But unfortunately, I was like, as the seance questions were going on, it's like, I'm not sure we have enough time for this. We definitely won't. So we'll leave this for next time. Because
I literally came into this prepared to like be done. So now we're in the middle of fucking rainforest being you think I would after all these years.
Yeah.
But I get so locked in. I get so locked into like, okay, this guy likes Scooby-Doo. Let's hope he doesn't die. I gotta get inside. And now I'm in the rainforest being chased by a bear. It's cool.
Yeah, a bear.
A grizzly bear,
It's Billy. I'm convinced.
Oh no.
I'm using the dice that killed him. It's gonna be Billy.
I think I'm dreaming, honestly. I don't fucking know at this point.
Yeah, we'll handle another, I'm not... because as much as the rainforest is like, what the hell's going on? We're probably gonna have fear rolls once we start next time, just to further complicate things.
It's not even Billy; it's Puppet Billy.
Yep.
Oh
no.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one that failed a fucking Constitution save with +8.
Yeah.
I'm fine. You.
So,
oops.
We'll leave it off there. Next time we'll continue with a chase through the rainforest in the middle of Texas.
Sweet.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Yes. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you all. Well, yeah, because it's next Tuesday. We don't have cross nights until next Thursday. So, we'll see you all in a week. Next Tuesday, same time, same place, 9 p.m. EST for East Texas University.
EST, ETU.
EST.
Yeehaw, mother truckers.
ETU and EST. Yes, indeed. All right. We will see you all later. Good night.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky, no matter how far it is past Halloween.
It's always Halloween.
Stay spooky.
Christmas is just Halloween with snow.
I suppose.